Ready Player One is directed by Steven Spielberg, and it's his latest movie. There's no question. It's his newest movie, and yeah, it's based on video games, and it's based on a novel as well, and it takes place in this Oasis world. So yeah, my favorite director of all time, Steven Spielberg. My favorite director personally. In my opinion, the best of all time. Now, I was so looking forward to Ready Player One. It looked awesome. Well, not everybody was looking forward to it, but I was, because it's Steven Spielberg, because he's my favorite director of all time. But who wasn't looking forward to it? I'm assuming some of my friends were looking forward to it as well, because it looks so good. Anyways, this is going to be a spoiler-free, so you're free to watch this. There's no spoilers, so you're welcome to watch this. Ready Player One. Boy, what a movie, guys. Ready Player One was awesome. It may not be his all-time best movie, but I definitely had a good time with it. It was just so good. You have Mark Rylance is in this movie, who I actually admire as an actor, who was in Bridge of Spies, who won an Oscar for that movie. I would have chose Sylvester Stallone for Creed over him, but I'm glad that he took it anyway, because I thought it was actually pretty good in Bridge of Spies. And he was also in Dunkirk, which was a very good movie as well. I love that movie, Dunkirk, which was one of Christopher Nolan's best in a while. And he's now in this movie, and he's actually pretty good in this movie. So yeah, I'm not going to spoil what he does in this movie, but he was good in this movie. Alright, I'm just going to get my phone up so I can... There we go. See, this phone does a lot of loading, you see. Alright. And it's composed by Alan Civiltru, if that's his name, but I butcher names every day, guys, so be grateful to me, please. His score was very good in this movie. I think it said on Google that he teamed with John Williams. I think he did. Yeah. And Simon Pegg's in this movie. He's in this movie. And boy, is he good in this movie. This is probably... This is the only thing I'm going to say about him, is that I think this is the first time I've heard him speak an American accent, because Simon Pegg is British. If you know him in the Cornetto trilogy. Yeah, I love Simon Pegg. He's a brilliant actor. He's been in Mission Impossible, the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, Paul, Run Fat Boy 1, which are other two comedies out there. Oh, and the Star Trek movies as well, the recent ones at least. He was also good in this movie as well. And who really surprised me, Ben Mendelsohn, if that's his name. I'm not going to put his name there, I'm just going to say it. Who I believe was the villain in this movie. I could be wrong, but I believe he was the villain. Because I've only just saw this movie yesterday, so... Yes, I watched all the reviews and there weren't too much information, because I only wanted to take them from a spoiler-free review into a spoiler-free review, which is what I'm doing, so... Yeah. He was pretty good. He was actually surprising. He was actually good in this movie. He was better than he was in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, which was still a good Star Wars movie, but the villain Krennic wasn't really my kind of villain in that movie personally. But in here, Ben Mendelsohn does a pretty good job. Yeah, he does a pretty good job. And everybody else does a good job. And just to tell you, the Oasis world alone is pretty spectacular looking. I mean, I love the look of the Oasis world. Not that Oasis drink that we love. The Oasis world in this movie is pretty awesome. Probably the best world in of the movies of 2018 for what I've seen so far personally. It's up there with the land on Black Panther. Yeah. And guys, the action sequences are very good in this movie. Just the reference with the Back to the Future car, you should all know that by now, because that was shown in the trailer. If you didn't see it, sorry, but just you should know he was racing, and those scenes alone were just so good. So I'm not going to say too much about Ready Player One. But all I can tell you guys, Ready Player One was really good. Alright, I'm just going to look up what else I have to say for Ready Player One. Give me a moment, guys. Steven Spielberg, guys. His directing alone is amazing, guys. Who doesn't love Spielberg? He's my favorite movie director of all time. Like I just said already. Oh, I keep in mind, guys, I'll probably be doing a top 10 or 5 Spielberg movies. We'll see about that in the future sometime later today, I think, because I'm free. So just to keep you guys an update on that. So overall, guys, Ready Player One is a brilliant comeback for Steven Spielberg. I think Steven Spielberg has done pretty well in this movie. So, and my God, this movie is just gorgeous looking. One of the best looking Spielberg movies yet. This is probably the most magic one we have had since Jurassic Park and E.T. the Extraterrestrial. There you go. Plus, also, I did wear my Jaws t-shirt as well. There you go. Plus, he's also up there, and then there's Raiders of the Lost Ark. So there you go. Mark Rylance is great. Ben Mendelsohn's great in this movie. Simon Pegg's great in this movie, and so are the other actors as well. And so are the two that play these main characters as well. I'm not going to butcher the names. So, but all I can tell you guys, Ready Player One was a very good movie. It's not perfect, but all I can tell you, it's a pretty damn good film, Ready Player One. And I actually kind of loved it. So yeah, on a scale of out of 10, I am going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. My only criticism is that it's not perfect, and I don't really see any problem with this movie yet, but maybe in the future on my channel I'll tell you what it is. But Ready Player One, great movie. Alrighty guys, that was my review on Ready Player One. Comment down below what you guys thought of this movie. Let me know below in the comments. I would love to know that. And don't forget my Landers Film Awards. It's in the description below. If you want to vote, please do so. That's going to be happening after Easter, since this is the 31st. And for the month of March, it's been pretty good. Yeah. But as always, comment, like, and subscribe. All my social media links are in the description below. Make sure you click the notification bell before you leave. And until my next video, I will see you guys next time, and Peace.